Good evening. You're now with me, Shoshmato, for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. 2 new AGROBANK micro branches are set to unveil in Sarawak by 2025. On world news, the Seoul Central District Court found Lee Jae-myung, the leader of the main opposition Democratic Party, guilty. Two new AGROBANK micro branches are set to open in Sarawak next year, aimed at improving access to financial services for rural communities. According to AGROBANK Chief Executive Officer Datuk Tengku Ahmad Badli Shah Raja Hussein, the branches will be located in Sepau and Gedong. The initiative is currently in the infrastructure preparation phase, with plans to commence operations in January 2025.
Alhamdulillah, kita menyambut baik usaha-usaha kerajaan negeri Sarawak untuk meningkatkan pertanian, khususnya di dalam industri seperti industri agromakanan seperti padi dan ruminan dan sebagainya. Dan kita juga update kepada Premier Sarawak akan aktiviti-aktiviti AGROBANK seperti pembukaan cawangan-cawangan baru, dan kita mensasarkan 2 buah cawangan mikro di Sepau dan di Gedong. Dan kita telah tengah menyiapkan infrastruktur pada masa ini, dan insyaAllah cawangan tersebut akan dibuka pada awal tahun depan, Januari, dan kami sasarkan untuk pembukaan rasmi semasa bulan sempena dengan bulan Ramadan dan Hari Raya yang akan kita buat pada tahun hadapan.
He spoke this to reporters after a courtesy call the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Donopeng, at the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly in Kuching on Friday. Additionally, AGROBANK contributed over 200,000 ringgit in business zakat to Sarawak's Baitul Fund for the year 2023. The suspension of tram transportation systems in China will not affect the progress of Sarawak's Autonomous Rapid Transit ART project. Deputy Minister of Transport, Dr. Jurib Susil, assured that the ART project is progressing ahead of schedule with a 24.73% completion rate.
The 38 units of ART vehicles will be manufactured and shipped from China in stages to align with the construction of ART infrastructure and the overall system's completion timeline. The first 2 lines, or the first 2 units of ART vehicles, are expected to arrive in Sarawak by the first quarter of 2025, in which will be used to test run purposes. The remaining units scheduled for shipment from China will be in batches from 2025 to 2027. Here ends my answer.
Overall, the Kuching Urban Transportation System KUTS project is on track, with 79.01% of procurement activities actively underway, consultancy services near completion at 98.34%, and infrastructure construction for the blue and red lines currently at 5.82%. System development has reached 32.09%, while supporting bus services stand at 1.98%.
There is phases 1 for October 2024. The plan for KUTS phase 1 project is currently on schedule, with the overall progress stands at 25.8 against the late planned percentage of 24.73, with the positive variance of 1.7.
Dr. Jurip said this in response to a query from Bawang Asan Assemblyman Dato Sri Wong Soon Koh during a session at the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly Dun Building here on Friday. The Energy Industries Council EIC Connect Energy Borneo 2025 conference, scheduled for February 25 to 26 next year in Kuching, serves as a vital platform to address environmental and net zero carbon issues. Sarawak's Deputy Minister for Energy and Environmental Sustainability, Dr. Haslan Abang Hipni, emphasised that the conference is critical to ensuring the region's goal of achieving net zero carbon status by 2050.
I am made to understand that the heart of the EIC Connect Energy Borneo 2025 conference is our commitment to engage more aggressively in the energy transition. We all understand that the path to a sustainable future involves collaboration across sectors, sharing innovative concepts to achieve net zero emissions and decarbonizing our operation to meet emission targets in the Borneo region.
He said this during a press conference on the EIC Connect Energy Borneo 2025 conference held at the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly Dun Building on Friday. Themes to be discussed at the conference include net zero carbon as a catalyst for economic prosperity, strategies for strengthening energy security, and collaborative actions for achieving regional synergy. The conference will feature over 50 speakers, researchers, academics, and industry players sharing insights and findings expected to benefit state and regional development towards 2050. The Education Service Commission (SPP) has been urged to proceed with the implementation of Sarawak's 2024 special teacher recruitment in collaboration with the Sarawak Government via the Ministry of Education, Innovation and Talent Development (MEITD). Deputy Minister in the Premier's Department of Law (MA63) and State Federal Relations, Dr. Sharifah Hasidah Said Aman Ghazali stressed that the Sarawak Government firmly stands by its position that all initial agreements must be honoured and executed as promised.
Bagi isu pengambilan guru contract of service tadi, seperti saya katakan, adalah harapan kita agar apa yang dipersetujui ini dilaksanakan. Kita memang tidak mahu, kita menegaskan di sini bahawa apa yang dipersetujui bukan hanya dipersetujui di atas kertas saja, tapi kita mohon agar apa yang dipersetujui mesti dilaksanakan mengikut yang dipersetujui lah. Ini yang sepatutnya.
She said this while responding to a question from OPA Assemblyman Billy Sujang on the fifth day of the second meeting of the third session of the 19th Sarawak State Legislative Assembly in Kuching on Friday. The agreement is seen as a crucial initiative to address the shortage of primary and secondary school teachers in Sarawak. Earlier, over 1,700 candidates were shortlisted under the special teacher recruitment drive for Sarawak, which includes 300 applicants with teaching qualifications from outside the state. The Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Dr. Sri Roland Saga Wee In, also expressed his disappointment with SPP during a press conference in Cebu recently. He reiterated that SPP had failed to fulfill its promise to allow 1,733 vacancies under the special recruitment program to be filled by Sarawakian candidates. Welcome back. A South Korean court handed the country's opposition leader a suspended prison sentence Friday for violating election laws, a ruling that may prevent him from running in the next presidential election. The Seoul Central District Court found Lee Jae-myung, the leader of the main opposition Democratic Party, guilty, handed him a suspended one-year jail term, a court spokesperson said. The case concerns statements Lee made on the campaign trail when he narrowly lost to incumbent President Yoon Suk-yeol in 2022.
오늘의 이 장면도 대한민국 현대사의 한 장면이 될 것입니다. 기본적인 사실 인정부터 도저히 수긍하기 어려운 그런 결론입니다.
Prosecutors had asked for a 2-year prison sentence, saying Lee made a false statement in a TV interview in December 2021 that made people think he did not know Kim Moon-ki, a key figure in a controversial development project. Kim had been found dead days earlier, although police found no evidence of foul play. Lee was also accused of lying during a parliamentary hearing in 2021 in connection with another controversial development in Seongnam, where he was previously mayor. Chinese President Xi Jinping on Thursday inaugurated Latin America's first Beijing-funded port in Chanquay, Peru, a symbol of the Asian superpower's growing influence on the continent as it prepares to face off with the new Donald Trump administration. The $3.5 billion complex, about 80 kilometers north of Lima, is meant to serve as a hub for Chinese trade as the country is under threat of major tariff hikes once Trump re-enters the White House for a second term.
港口是经济发展的重要支撑。前海港不仅是深水良港，还是南美首个智慧港口和绿色港口。建成后，中密间单程海运时间将缩短10天以上，节约20%以上的物流成本，将为
The port was officially opened in a ceremony overseen virtually by Xi and Peruvian counterpart Dina Boluarte from Lima, where they will attend an Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC summit on Friday and Saturday. Xi, for his part, said the port would help promote connectivity between South America and China. US President Joe Biden also arrived Thursday to attend the APEC summit in Peru, which Nichols described as a crucial ally. Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake thanked voters Friday for delivering his leftist coalition a landslide victory in snap parliamentary elections that repudiated establishment parties blamed for triggering an economic crisis. Dissanayake, a self-avowed Marxist, swept September presidential elections on a promise to combat graft and recover stolen assets 2 years after a slow-motion financial crash imposed widespread hardship on the island nation. His decision to immediately call polls and secure parliamentary backing for his agenda was vindicated on Friday, with his National People's Power and PP coalition taking at least 159 seats in the 225-member assembly, exceeding a two-thirds majority.
Actually, we have been deceived by the corrupted politicians for more than 7 decades. So as a result of that, presently we are experiencing a huge crisis, and the people are longing for a change. So that is why they have cast their votes to this NPP, or the National People's Power. So it's a clear indication that they have given a powerful slap in the face of corrupted politicians. So they have refused all the politicians who has been living in the parliament and doing nothing for the betterment of the country.
The coalition had a monumental 61.5% of the vote, while opposition leader Sajith Premadasa's party was well behind with only 17.6%. A sign of the magnitude of support for Disanayake, his party won the most votes in the northern district of Jaffna, dominated by the island's minority Tamil community for the first time since independence from Britain in 1948. Voter turnout was estimated at under 70%, less than the 80% of eligible voters who cast a ballot in. And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Shola Shmato. Thank you for watching and have a good night.